You know, I think we're talking about this too. The unfortunate thing for Gluto here is if he does take this L to Riddles, I think he has Firps right away in losers bracket, right? So it's just like, man, like
not the double Kazuya.
Like talk about flying 8 hours for this. Like, that's rough for my boy. So we'll see if he can pull one out. I don't think there's too much of a chance that Riddles is going to out for Terry here. He knows how strong Kazuya is against Gluto. Has found success in the past for sure. So let's see what we're going to get into. Game number 1. Let's rock with it, Town and City.
Riddles is a really interesting case, too, because he's definitely one of those players that was on the cusp of a breakout and actually broke through. I think you have a lot of stories of players who get close, right? It feels like they have their time, and then they never quite make it. Riddles has really burst onto the scene in a major way. We'll see how far he can take his run today at Scuffed World Tour. Gluto starting off with a very strong combo, but that's the thing. It doesn't really matter when this can happen.
Okay, look at that. I mean, all that work that Gluto did just absolutely negated in the span of just a couple of... Yeah, it's just a couple of combinations from Kazuya.
And the big mistake from Gluto there was DIing in towards the stage, so Riddles got the side switch and was able to have so much more ground. You have to, most of the time, just go off stage, and there is sometimes where you can get double dunked, but I mean, just Riddles' execution, it's so good. You really want to roll the dice on terms of him on stage executing or off stage executing, right?
Especially as Wario, because you know you'll make it back. Like, his recovery is so good vertically. And there we go, the Rage Art onto the bike. Oh my goodness.
So the bike, I wasn't sure what got deleted first. It was actually the bike.
Yeah.
The stock as well would fall too. Wow, Riddles dominating start to this first game. Back here still not enough to seal it up. Gluto doing everything in his power and finding nothing.
Kazuya is supposed to be bad off stage, but you see Riddles just bobbing and weaving through all these Wario hits, not taking that stock down. And this might... What?
Ooh, hold up.
Oh my God, Riddles!
Riddles with the big save. What's going on?
Why did he do that? He just did all kinds. He is actually engaging. Yeah, I don't know how he's engaging. It's like, I don't know how he's winning this dogfight. Wario is like a stealth jet, and he's flying like a Wright Brothers plane. You know what I mean? Like, he's on the Da Vinci helicopter. Kazuya's not supposed to be up there.
Oh, man. I mean, maybe too much rage. Oh, doesn't get the jab block conversion, but yeah, at this point, tried to get the Firp set going there. Not going to get the OS on the crouching jab, though.
Wow, okay, I might actually extend it to get that. So Gluto still with some fight.
Nah, I mean, you gotta like have the most godlike neutral and get back-to-back crazy edge guard.
If he seals this off while keeping Waft intact, which I think is obviously the game plan, I still give him a game 2 is going to be, I'll tell you something, I can't wait.
See, that was year 1. Year 1 and year 2 of Ultimate, you guys go and be like, okay, yo, but the walk though. But
that's it is 2022.
Yeah, it's 2022. There's Fighter Pass 2. You know, I mean, these characters have so many different win conditions. That's what makes them so consistent. What makes them so crazy. And even though Kazuya doesn't necessarily have the movement speed to always close the gap, I mean, you are intangible, and you just have, like, Electric does 18 damage, man. Yeah. And then no matter what percent, I think that's such a big deal as well.
Agreed.
A lot of players, you don't really think of the value of, like, oh, if I get this hit at 160, it confirms into a KO. Like, why would I want that? It's like, well, you want that consistency, because there are scrappy games that just sometimes go to that point, right?
Right.
Especially against players with really good DI, really good survivability, always having that consistent KO confirm is so important.
Man, you mentioned year 1 and year 2 Ultimate. It really is kind of crazy to look back and we recognize how great Gluto was and still is, but man, some of these characters really just got power crept to an extent. It's really nutty to see, like Kazuya out here in such a dominant fashion.
Yeah, it feels like Wario, you know, the whole like taking a stock off with Waft doesn't feel as strong as it. No, it doesn't feel as strong as it used to. I mean, there are other characters that feel a little bit more. I don't want to say linear, but it feels like they have it a little bit easier and more consistent. It can be difficult for a humble Wario player.
Oh, the jab block up to the forward tilt. You can get forward smash, but it's a one-frame window. It's really, really tight. Maybe actually tried to go for the forward side. Maybe got a forward tilt. Nonetheless, this is down to the wire. We'll see if Gluto can actually get his footing, get a lead here. The edge guard.
Okay, commitment.
Double. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
There's the punish. Yeah. We've seen Kazuya get blown up for that laser stall.
Yeah, they always, I mean, obviously kind of go for that. You do anything you can to kind of mitigate some of the lacklusterness of the recovery. But yeah, skilled players like Gluto can definitely make Kazuya's play. This is a terrific way for him to bounce back from this game, too.
Doesn't have bike, though. Oh, he's going to make it onto the stage with just a sliver of stage there.
Yeah.
He almost had to go to ledge, which could have been disastrous. You can see the way that he's backing off. He has bike back. He's going to leave it on stage, though. I was wondering what he was going to do with bike, because he might be able to just try to jump and get over, but now the bike's on stage. We're going to have to go low. How do we get back up?
Oh.
Okay, aggressively.
And the bike being on stage is a big deal because if you get hit off stage at this high of percent, you know, you're not going to have that recovery, right? Wario's recovery all of a sudden becomes normalized and easy to edge guard.
Correct.
It's the difference between dropping in on stage and having to go to ledge. There we go.
Hey.
Half lob there.
He dropped in with that,
A little
okay.
bit more than half, but either way, enough to get the stock. That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And the best part of that is he used it early, which means he'll probably get another one.
Yeah, that's a back in our day combo, right? Back in my day, the zero to dash looked like this, and you have to charge up for it. But Kazuya doesn't have to charge up for any electric, any of that shenanigans. Always the zero to deaths are online for this character, which is just so deadly.
Dude, this is
He's
why
dominant.
I respect Gluto so much. Like his ability to just bounce back after such a rough game one is just insane, and not just bounce back, right? Like dominating. He is absolutely just shitting on Riddles. If I'm being quite honest.
Oh,
is
did
he
you
gonna send him right?
Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
he is
yeah.
gonna send him right.
Gone.
Yeah, see you later, man. Game 2, dominantly going to EU's finest.
What's fascinating here is we're seeing similar vibes to what happened in the Leo set, where it feels like Kazuya has to be the aggressor. Kazuya is the guy pushing forward. He's Jason Voorhees, right? He's chasing you down, and you know that if he gets his hands on you, he's gonna kill you. But it's like Wario and Byleth both have to do that bait and punish thing. They have to sort of make Kazuya feel safe and make it feel like he has to engage in the moment, and then try to whiff punish. See Gluto taking a look at the phone, maybe looking at notes.
That's
or
illegal at Genesis.
That's why I brought it up, is because I know you're not allowed to do that at Genesis now, but
The Buzz bringing out the laptop? Hold up.
God, that was such a fun era of the Buzz when he
That
was
was
walking
very
around with
funny.
that
The
damn
laptop era?
laptop.
straight up laptop.
Laptop
Full
the
one.
Buzz kind of went crazy.
That was great. That was insane, bro.
Smash 4 is a hard game, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of say, yeah, doesn't have to do that for Ultimate.
I don't know, man.
It's game easy.
The Buzz looked like he just spam jab with Rosa. Is that what the note said?
Hey.
J-A-B.
Parentheses more.
More jabbing.
Oh, man. All right, here we go. We got more of this awesome round of Gluto versus Riddles. Game number 3 knotted up, 1 apiece.
Doing the same thing that Ferps did to Town and City.
Yeah.
Trying to get a nice, flat, open plane that
The
Wario's
side
going to have to
switch?
run around on. And look at this side switch into
Sheesh.
the killer. We know what's going to happen.
Gluto's just like, I'm just trying to get some offense going, and then just like, he's just gone, period.
Oh, no.
Go out, please. Don't let him get the side switch. Oh man, because
Oh,
when
my
you let
God, dude.
Kazuya have
Guys.
stage, there's a certain point where you can just dash forward and charge
Yeah.
the up smash, and it doesn't matter which way you go because of auto turn.
Well, at a certain point, when you lose 2 stocks within 30 seconds, it's not looking. It's looking kind of grim right now.
The
I'm not gonna
waft is
lie.
coming. The waft is coming.
Is the Wild gonna get here before he loses the stock though? It's like a race against the clock right now.
Yeah.
Wario, eat. You got to eat more. He's got to
Please.
eat like 30 bikes.
It hasn't even been a minute.
Oh,
no way.
Jeez.
57
second
seconds.
game. Oh.
All right.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure Riddles has had faster, but dang, that's definitely the fastest game we've had so far.
That is less than 20 seconds of stock.
wow.
Dang. France really about to lose twice today. That's crazy.
Oh, Canada.
I'm sorry, man.
Had
You had
Canada
to bring
do
it
in
up.
the World
I'm
Cup.
sorry.
You had to. It was penalty kicks.
Welcome, Jim.
Win every coin flip. Go.
Yeah, literally.
That is unbelievable, by the way.
I
I was
think
talking
it's
with
crazy.
people. I was talking with people at HBox, and you guys were talking too. It's like, what is like? How do people feel about penalty kicks deciding the World Cup? They're like, all right, for casuals, it's the hypest thing on the planet.
Yep.
For actual soccer fans, it sucks.
That's true.
Where's
And
the
that's
fun?
fair.
if
That's
I'm
very
France,
fair.
I'm furious.
All the French fans. The French dimension not coming through, I guess, for France there.
Well, that's true. What if
Oh,
it did?
what the? What am I witnessing?
All right.
that was
okay.
so weird. He got pushed off stage and came back with the side special. Very interesting behavior, but gonna get a stock here.
Dude, he's so slippery. How is Gluto not able to get these edge guards? Like, that is where he should be taking these stocks, and I feel like he was able to get them in the second game, just like keep pushing him off. But Riddles is just so slippery, man. He's so evasive.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing. Kazuya's recovery is not that great. Oh, up B, off the top, and
Good
yes,
Lord.
Again, I mean, not going to break your record, though, from last game.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, he's guaranteed.
He's not on pace. He's not on pace.
He's not on pace. Got the speed run on the timers, you know.
He has splits for first, second, and third stocks, but right now, Wario 3 doesn't seem that much more difficult than Wario 2.
Yeah.
These stocks are, they're...
I feel so bad for Gluto because like he's such a gifted player, but it feels like against Kazi, he just doesn't really get an opportunity to show it. You know, outside of that game number 2, it's been all Riddles.
You have to hit the edge guard. And again, that is to credit. Like, Riddles' execution, very on point right
Absolutely.
now. And on top of that, Riddles is getting back on the stage so many different scenarios. And Gluto's very proficient at edge guarding, just knowing exactly when and where to throw out these air dodges. So very limited options, but Riddles makes it work, and this is why, I mean, it's a big part of the lead, right?
Lesser Kazuya, oh yeah, the heel drop, the Hulk Hogan.
So
yeah, it feels like lesser Kazuya's would have been like losing stocks left and right to those edge guards.
Yeah.
But Riddle's constantly inventive, finding ways around Wario's edge guarding prowess and taking the game convincingly.
Yeah,